Do you follow bodybuilding today?
Not particularly, to be honest. Since Ronnie retired and a couple of years after that, I don't really follow it that much. I don't find it interesting. I don't think they don't have the personalities there and the characters that used to be there, and the standard of the physique is, there's nothing to get excited about. Sorry if if anyone's going to get offended or upset by that, but that's just the way I feel.
Is it because they're just too big, or what do you think is the factor that you don't think it's exciting?
There, man. The quality of the physique, the density, the conditioning is not really there. I can go to an amateur contest, or I can go to a men's fitness contest and see guys that are shredded and in great shape. They don't have a lot of muscle, but they're in much better shape than the guys at the Mr. Olympia. How is that? You're a professional. You should be the best in your sport in all ways, not just like one way. You're just bigger. So yeah, I mean, we've gone forward 20 years, but take one of the top competitors from 20 years ago, and he wipes the field that we got today. That that shouldn't really happen in sport. It should advance and advance. But as I said, I think it kind of reached a peak with myself and Ronnie that was hard for people to follow and achieve, and so people got in their minds that let's just go for a mass, and it's not necessarily in condition or good to look at or proportioned well, and so on.
I think a lot of people have a debate right now. What should the physique of Mr. Olympia look like? What should be the pinnacle of the look? And everybody has their own opinion on that. Some people say they want a more slimmer physique. Some people want to say bigger. It seems like it's a real big debate going on right now.
Yeah, as I said, things move forward, and then they got to a point, I think, where it was hard to follow. So it's up to the judges what they reward is what the rest of the competitors are going to aspire to look like, right? So the guy before me, who was Mr. Olympia, was Lee Haney, and Lee Haney had a great physique, little waist and wide shoulders and all that, but the main reason he won, it was just so much bigger than everybody else. Had more muscle, So that was my bar that I had to overcome. I had to get bigger than Lee Haney, and then Ronnie had to be bigger than me. And shit, there's not many people out there that can be bigger than Ronnie, I don't think, in shape. Well, we haven't found that guy yet, So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the sport right now. I mean, you got Phil, his great, but he's not 100% in condition sometimes. The belly's hanging out, and you got Kai and a few other guys, but the standard's not great, and I don't think it's exciting. There's not much of a competition there. Phil's in shape, who's winning, and if Kai turned up, maybe it'd be second, and you got a couple of other guys, So it's not, I couldn't get excited about watching it personally.
Do you think bodybuilders today have it easier, meaning that there's so many more supplements, people have those ISO bags, back then when you were competing, you guys had to kind of discover a lot of things, and dieting and everything else. Now everything is more available.
You've got a lot of bullshit accessories and things, but if you've got no heart, if the heart's not there, then, it's just the trimmings. The whole thing is about getting in the gym and training hard and lifting weights. That's how I did it. That's how Lee Haney did it. That's how Ronnie did it. And guys now, they're more interested in taking a rest and taking their picture on their iPhone and putting it onto Instagram. Like, where is your priorities? That's what I'm saying. People are interested. They want the look. They're interested in the look, but they're not interested in what goes into it, into the hard training and so on. I feel that that's kind of gone, and it's a bit of a shame.
So what needs to happen in bodybuilding to take it mainstream?
Bodybuilding ain't never going to be mainstream. It's like I had all this talk back in the 80s and 90s of bodybuilding can get it in the Olympics, and when it gets in the Olympics, it's going to be mainstream. And I just don't think it's a mainstream sport. It's a small sport. It's not like, hey, when you're a kid, you get the ball and you go outside and throw the ball and kick the ball and play soccer or something like that. It's, everybody can do it, right? Bodybuilding is, I think it's a kind of minority sport, and it's got bigger with the whole fitness industry, but I don't think bodybuilding itself is going to go mainstream, and hey, I don't care if it does or not, to be honest.
When you were Mr. Olympia, you were the top in the world. Did you care that you're not necessarily mainstream, or did it not make a difference to you?
Didn't make any difference to me at all. I was the best at what I was doing, and you know, I was judged by my peers, and I didn't really care if it was mainstream or not. I think it's great if we could, you know, get the message across, what's involved in bodybuilding and how it can, you know, competitive bodybuilding is just one small aspect of bodybuilding. It can be a very positive thing for many people, you know, going to the gym and getting stronger and so on, and helping to reach your goals and make yourself feel better, all these things. But competitive bodybuilding is you know, it's a small kind of specialist sport. I don't think bodybuilding will go mainstream. You know, the looks going mainstream. You know, everyone in the movies now and the music industry, everyone wants to be in shape and have abs and look good and everything. So the whole look is kind of popular. But bodybuilding, I think it's, you know, it's too extreme to be a mainstream sport.